Hey guys, today I decided why not get a little goofy. So today we're going to be building Vanquish Soul, uh, whoops, Vanquish Soul, and then we're going to be burning our opponent's death. That is the plan. So in terms of Vanquish Soul cards we need, but let's see. All we really want to do is just resolve Borger as much as possible, I guess. So I don't think we actually need Pantera. The idea mostly is we're going to focus on if we win the coin flip, go first, and we're going to try to burn our opponent as much as possible. So we'll also need a copy of Snow Devil, and we'll need copies of Xiaolong as well, as per usual, right? And then Vanquish Soul Calamity Caesar requires our opponent, uh, it requires our opponent to target us. So actually, now that I think about it, this card is better than it was like a few months ago because there are a lot more like decks that just have targeted effects. And this just is target any card you control, which is kind of hmm, interesting. So the burn strategy with this is actually like not that bad, but we're not going to really be trying to use Calamity Caesar simply because, if our opponent sees us add this, it's like, oh, guess I just won't target, and then now we have to wait a turn awkwardly. No thanks. So okay, we'll also need Medlove because wait, do we need Medlove? I guess Medlove can at least search like Snow Devil. We'll take it. And then we have Borger. Borger effect to burn. This will burn 3k, and then if we have Snow Devil, that burns 1,800. So that is going to be 4,800 burn, I guess. So here we're going to need 3,200 more. So even if we actually did trigger Calamity Caesar, this is not enough burn. Our opponent is still going to have 200 left. Is this original attack? No. But I guess if we specifically open like Pressure Planet Raids off, Caesar Valius, it would have probably enough attack in order to for I guess Calamity Caesar to burn our opponent to death here. But not very likely, so we won't focus on that too much. So this is still a substantial amount of burning that we still need to do. So how can we lower our opponent's life points more? Because this is just clearly not enough. So is there something we can do here to burn our opponent for 3,200 more? 3,200 seems to be a bit of a tall order. Now that I think about it, I can't even think of anything that just burns our opponent or anything like that. So real quick, I guess it's worth checking Winwich. I'm pretty sure these guys have some kind of burn effect. Maybe. Oh, there we go. This card is normal or special summon. You inflict 500 damage to your opponent. And then this one as well, Blizzard Bell. That's not that great. Send that from your hand to burn 500. Might as well play Firecracker then. If this card is normal or special summon, you can only use each effect. So that's a hard once per turn. Burn for 500. And it also locks you into Wind. And it also requires you to play Wind with like Vanquish Soul. Ain't gonna happen, I guess. Target one Wind which wants in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack. So the highest one is 2,800. So the most burn we could get off this is like 1,400. So no, I guess. This could pop like twice. That's cool, I guess. I'll look into Winwich later. I have enough of the cards to play it, I think. for the most part, except for Ice Bell, actually. Huh. Well, whatever the case. Let's see. What else can we look for to do this much damage? Because this is actually a pretty substantial amount of damage, 3,200. So ideally, in our setup turn on our first turn, we would want to burn our opponent for, I don't know, at least 1,200 more. Like 2,000 might be manageable, right? If we have burn cards, like what can we play with these guys? Actually burn our opponent enough. Might as well check this out while we're in. Oh, this is a fire. Inflict 1,000. And then once returned during the end phase, remove all counters from this card that were placed by its effect. And if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each. Oh, wait a second. Maybe we're taking the wrong approach here. What if we just simply burn our opponent with cards that aren't Vanquish Soul? Now that's thinking outside of the box. So, Firecracker, honestly, not that bad of a card, right? Yeah. So, for the time being, we'll place Firecracker in because it's funny. But okay, what about this? If we play Kashtira, I think there's a way we can manage. So, Kashtira already is going to be good with, just in general, our Vanquish Soul cards. And the lock actually does not matter that much because Vanquish Soul doesn't lock you. Although, like, Kashtira will. It shouldn't matter too much in general. But we'll need probably one, like, at least one each of these. And then Ogre, I don't think we'll actually need Kashtira Ogre. Big Bang might be useful to have. And then, like, throw in one copy of each of these. I don't think we need that many more. So let's see. If we can open, like, a unicorn, this gives me the idea. Well, it depends, but we'll need, like, to see if we can put 2/7s on the field. And what better way than Kashtira, right? If we could get 4 on the field, that would be a bit crazy, I guess. But I don't think that's reasonable with, like, majority of hands. I guess with these ratios, we can probably get away with playing, like, 1 over Rise Heart, or 2. 2 Rise Heart, 1 Rise Heart, something like that. Not 100% sure. But their, like, attributes aren't the best anyways, with these, like, Kashtira cards. Well, it is what it is. Alright. So, I guess for the time being, we'll go with 2 Birth. But, yeah. What if we simply just burn our opponent with something else? 4,800 is relatively doable. But, what if our opponent just starts making, like, burn from Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon? Well, then, we're going to assume we don't have Firecracker, then how many effects does our opponent have here? Assuming we open, like, a fire with Rosin as well. This would work, right? Probably, yeah. So, 4,800 is going to be with 2 Burger Burns, and then we're going to be able to do the Vanquish Soul combo, so we can get our copy of the trap as well. We can get the Snow Devil, then we just need to do 3.2k. So that is going to be 6 activations. So our opponent can activate 6 cards / effects. So after they do that, they are dead on the spot. Is 6 enough? Or is it like... I think that might be too many. Like, honestly, if our opponent has 6 card effects, and they're aware of what we're doing, this is not going to be necessarily the best option, but I mean, if we summon Flare Metal, it becomes very apparent what we're doing, I guess, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We can put, like, 3 bodies on the field. If we open specifically Kashtira Birth or Theosis with Unicorn as well, then that would enable us to summon Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon as well, like a second one. So what we can actually do is let's throw in, I guess, Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, I guess is okay. And then for this, we'll need a normal monster to send, so we'll go uh, Gamma, grab Driver. This puts us at like 4 guys on field, which I think this might help with. If we just get this, would we run this at 2? I mean, maybe. Aside from this, hand traps, I guess. Let's see if we get these in. Firecracker being a fire is actually kind of funny as well. Okay. Called by, and then we'll just do Imperm and hope we get a good enough hand. Even if we can't do this immediately on the first turn, I mean, it's still going to be pretty annoying to deal with. Certainly, right? So, let's see, I think we don't need any more extra deck monsters. I think we're set on those for the purposes of this. What card should we put in here? Is there something that just burns our opponent for a good amount? I mean, I guess there is this. Grave Digger Trap Hole, I guess, is what we'll go with. If we have one. We don't have one. But this would burn for 2,000, and that's in general, like, fine, right? So let's go with this. Alright. Damn. Not a single foil. It is what it is. And let's make sure our Vanquish slow cards are all good. Oh yeah, okay. Never mind, we didn't even need this. Okay. Instead we should have went with Enforcement of the Army, I guess. And alongside reinforcements, we could have been playing, I guess, to make this more consistent for the time being, we'll drop 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, and we'll grab 2 copies of Durandal. Just to make this more consistent, you know? And let's give it a shot. So let's go to, in my opinion, the best solo gate to test things, Danger Files. And then, here, let's change our deck. Let's go with this one. And, yeah, surely we will simply get the hand we're looking for. So we want, like, a decent amount of, yep. Well, I mean, we have more than enough Vanquish little cards, but not quite what we're looking for in terms of Cash Dero cards. We're looking for, I guess, mostly Unicorn here. Not much we can do if we don't have, like, the cash cards here. In terms of cash cards, how many do we have that we want to open? There is going to be Unicorn, Fenrir, and then, like, Rates Off. Still no cash cards, but I've opened Rosin every single game. I wish my normal hands could look like this. Whenever I play Vanquish Soul, doesn't look nearly this good. So, sadly, this hand doesn't work. We'd Stake Your Soul. Instead of Rosin, it would have worked. It is what it is, though, I guess. I don't know how many we can get on the field. And now we have no way into Rosin. Unlucky. So this is, like, probably, in my head, like, something like a 3-card combo. So we'll see how this goes. And nope. I just simply cannot open a cash card to save my life. Okay. Stake Your Soul would be probably good enough. because we're running a lot of fires as well. Theosis. Nope. We could try upping the amount of Kashtira cards we're playing in general. That wouldn't be, like, too bad. Wow. There should be, like, a 30% chance or something that I see Unicorn, because we're also playing Raids off, right? Wild that we haven't seen it yet. How many, like, hands have I even gotten with Unicorn in them? Well, sure love testing in solo gates. If only there was some kind of function that would allow me to, I don't know, mayhaps test, um, you know, my combos. That'd be great. Oh hey, this works. Finally. And we have Caesar in hand. So this really works well. This works out really well for us. Okay, so we can't make we can't go as far as making 2 guys, but maybe 1 guy is enough. And the issue here, I guess, is that we don't really I guess, yeah, we don't really have the ability to access the trap as well, right? So we can't burn our opponent fully to death. We can't get the 4.8 K. But I mean, still a decent amount of burn. So we have this now. We can do this effect. Turn this. We don't have an Earth for Caesar Valius, which is kind of weird, but not a big deal. Deal this, this. Then we can grab either we grab Borger, or we can grab like Snow Devil. This burns more, so I guess we should go for this instead. And then we don't really have anything like super interesting to search. Whatever, burn for 1.5k. And before we do that, there is something we need to do with these guys. So, okay, Rock. Add from your graveyard to your hand. Xiaolong. And now we should be fine. We do run more copies of Borker, so we're perfectly fine here. Now we want Fenrir. I don't think we need another 7 here, so whatever. Rice Heart. And, oh yeah, I forgot about this, but Borger is also a 7. So here we can just banish Big Bang because it's a useless ass card. Okay. And now who needs these effects? Okay. Flare Metal. Second Flare Metal. And then we can pass turn on this. I think this is as much burn as we can get. Okay. Special summon a Vanquish Soul monster. I don't think they'll play around the Vanquish Soul zones, but whatever. This will be a pop that we can use here. Does it actually summon in this zone? That's actually hilarious. Okay. Burn for 1,000. Back to activate this. And then we'll add. I guess either one would be fine. Let's do Borger here. And then here we can do this effect, I guess. Boom. And then we'll do that in a different chain. And we still have Ash Blossom Joe Spring as well. Search a card for the next turn, I guess. And then burn. So right now that's 3k burn from Vanquish Soul, and then 1,000 from our double red eyes metal players. So the amount of effects our opponent has now is 4 effects before they just die. Alright. Oh, this is actually funny. If we Ash this, they can Mothman again. Go ahead and Mothman again, I don't care. Burn for 1,000. Mothman again. And then Mothman's going to probably trigger something else. So that is going to... Oh, that's mandatory. Okay. You have 1 card effect left. Make a count. Uh-huh. Normal Summon Tsuchinoko. Yeah. Memory Phoenix. Yeah, and then what? End. If you activate a single card effect, you are now dead. But, yep, if you pass turn, you're also dead, because, Borger. Goodbye. And I guess that's the general idea. I mean, would have to work out the consistency kinks, as you might see that there's a bit of consistency with getting the deck how we want it to, but in general, the concept is here, right? Well, I'm not sure if there's a better way to do Vanquish Soul Burn. You can definitely do Vanquish Soul Burn. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.